Hey, it's Andrew here. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about Social Security changes, the next two stimulus packages, and daily news updates as well. We have really good news, and the COLA increase for 2022 is expected to come in between 4.5 and 4.7%. This COLA increase would add up to about an extra $1,000 in Social Security payments for the average person who was on Social Security benefits. We also have a quick update from Bernie Sanders. He continues to fight for an increase in Social Security benefits and continues to push to make sure that the wealthy are paying more in taxes to make sure we can approve two more stimulus packages and potentially bigger Social Security benefits as well. But before we get into it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I also have a second channel, so if you could do me a huge favor, click the link in the description of this video and go subscribe to my second channel. It really goes a long way in supporting my work. So experts are projecting that the next COLA increase for 2022 should come in between 4.5 or 4.7%, and this would make it the largest COLA increase since 2009. Now, I just want to point out that this still is not set in stone, and things could change because it's only May. We're only halfway through the year. But if the year were to end today, the COLA increase would be between 4.5 and 4.7%. So things are looking really, really good for a massive COLA increase next year. But before we dive into the details, let's take a quick look at Bernie Sanders. He recently made a statement on the next two stimulus packages and specifically on making sure that the wealthy are paying their fair share so we could approve two more stimulus packages as well as larger Social Security benefits and the expansion of Medicare to make sure that drug prices come down and vision, dental care, and hearing care are included in Medicare as well. But let's take a look, see what Bernie Sanders had to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and then we'll quickly discuss the details of a 4.5% COLA increase.
The Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell say he's not going to support anything that raises taxes from the tax cut that was approved in 2017 during the Trump presidency. How's all this going to be paid for if they're not going to increase some taxes?
Well, that's right. I mean, they do want to raise taxes, but they want to raise regressive taxes, taxes on working families. I come from a very rural state. People drive long distances to get to work. Apparently, McConnell wants those folks, working people, to pay more in taxes. I want large corporations, some of them haven't paid a nickel in federal income tax last year, and the wealthiest people in this country to start paying their fair share of taxes. So that is a fundamental divide. The other divide is what we consider to be infrastructure. In my view, it is not just roads and bridges, right, but it is the foundations of a modern society. And in terms of paying for it, what the Republicans are very insistent upon is they want the middle class and working families to pay for it. The president correctly is saying he wants wealthiest people who are doing very, very well, large corporations who in some cases are not paying a nickel in federal income taxes to pay for it. The president is right, and we have got to move in the direction of progressive taxation.
Okay, Bernie pointing out the fact that Republicans don't want to raise taxes on the wealthy or corporations, but they are willing to raise taxes on the middle class. Now, I try not to get political, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In any case, Bernie Sanders wants to raise taxes on the wealthy and on corporations, not only to approve more stimulus packages, but to increase Social Security benefits, to expand Medicare and Medicaid, and raise the minimum wage to $15 per hour. Now, I also want to point out the fact that if the minimum wage goes up, generally Social Security benefits go up as well, almost having an indirect effect on Social Security benefits. So that would bode well for Social Security benefits as well. But let's talk about that 4.5% COLA increase that's expected to come in 2022. Now, just to quickly summarize, the way COLA is calculated takes into account the CPI, one way to calculate the average cost of living. Now, this year, things have gone up a little bit, especially with the economy reopening. There's almost like a little bit of a bubble, and inflation has increased rapidly. Now, this inflation, of course, it will lead to some increased costs, but it's also going to lead to an increase in that annual COLA adjustment, and experts are basically in complete agreement. The way things are going right now, next year's COLA increase should be between 4.5 and 4.7%. Now, economists are forecasting that the COLA increase should be about 4.5%, making it the largest increase since 2008. That would also be higher than the 3% adjustment that we originally expected earlier this year. Remember, just beginning 2021, we already expected a larger COLA adjustment. We were thinking it was going to come in at about 3%, which already would have been larger than most. But now with this historic pandemic and everything going on, a silver lining here could actually be a massive COLA adjustment. Now, a lot of people have been saying that when we have an outlier year like this, an outlier year with a massive COLA increase, the next couple of years generally tend to be a lot smaller. That is a very good point. That is why I'm almost looking at this COLA increase as a bridge, okay? If we could get this massive COLA increase approved in 2022, that could almost work as a bridge until we permanently increase Social Security benefits. And if you follow my channel, you know that there are a lot of proposals out there which would increase monthly benefit payments. Bernie Sanders has a plan. President Biden has a plan. Elizabeth Warren has a plan. There's about a dozen Democrats right now who have their own version of a different plan to increase Social Security payments. And just this 4.5 COLA increase itself would increase for the average person Social Security benefits by about $1,000 per year. That's good news, right? Now, it depends on what you get. If you're above the average in benefits, your increase would go up even more than $1,000. If you're below, it would then be even less and less. But the average person would get about $1,000 per year in extra payments based off of their baseline Social Security payments going up by 4.5%. So again, this COLA adjustment is tied to the inflation rate. And with the inflation rate being so volatile this year, this could change. It could honestly go even higher. If inflation continues to go up, this COLA adjustment could honestly break 5%, which would be completely amazing, completely insane, but really, really good. At the same time, if inflation kind of comes down the rest of the year, this COLA increase could come in somewhere between 3 and 4%. So it really depends on how things pan out for the rest of the year. But as of now, overall, we have really good news regarding the 2022 COLA adjustments. Now, Kiplinger reports that the projected increase reflects the rebound of consumer prices that were depressed during the pandemic. Gasoline prices have been rising steadily since the beginning of the year and are expected to keep going up as summer travel increases. Other consumer prices are also expected to rise as the economy continues to reopen, and in addition, the latest round of third stimulus checks are also still being pumped into the economy, which could potentially also increase the CPI, which would also increase that annual COLA adjustment. Now, is this COLA adjustment enough? No, obviously no. This one-time 4.5% increase would not be enough, but as I stated previously, this would hopefully just be a bridge until they fully increase Social Security benefits permanently. If you're watching this video, I don't have to tell you that Social Security benefits need a massive increase, but we actually have data showing that Social Security benefits have not been keeping up with inflation, and expenses for seniors have far outpaced those annual adjustments for Social Security. This data is just another argument as to why we need larger COLA increases every single year, not just this one year. And in my opinion, we should have a 5% COLA adjustment every year for the next 10 years just to bring Social Security benefits up to where it should be to begin with. And guys, let me know in the comments if you agree. But in any case, a new study from the Senior Citizens League found that Social Security benefits have lost 30% of their buying power since the year 2000. To put that in perspective, for every $100 worth of groceries that retirees could afford back in the year 2000, they now can only buy $70 worth of groceries today. Essentially, the annual increase in Social Security benefits have not been keeping up with the annual increase in expenses that seniors face this day and age. The Senior Citizens League has been conducting this buying power study for 12 years and typically looks at data for the 12-month period from January of the previous year to January of the current year. The study looks at 39 expenses that are typical for people age 65 and older and compares the growth in the prices of these goods to the growth in the annual Social Security COLA. So essentially what we're doing is comparing the annual COLA adjustments to the annual increase in expenses that seniors face, and we're taking that back all the way to the year 2000. Now, since the year 2000, the annual COLA adjustments have boosted Social Security benefits by a total of 55%. So from the year 2000 to the year 2021, the average Social Security benefit has gone up by 55%. At the same time, the typical senior expenses have more than doubled, meaning they've gone up by over 100%. So we have data right here showing explicitly that the COLA adjustments are not keeping up with inflation, specifically when you take into account the expenses that seniors face. Because unfortunately, the way COLA is calculated now, it does not fully take into account the added expenses that seniors face, the worst of which are prescription drug costs, medical costs, and housing costs as well. This graph shows how quickly expenses have been skyrocketing for seniors and is going up way more than COLA is keeping up with. So all the way on the right, we have prescription drug costs. Since the year 2000, they have gone up 272%, basically tripled. And at the same time, COLA has only gone up by 55% since the year 2000. The second one from your right shows that Medicare Part B premiums have gone up 226%. Again, Social Security benefits have only gone up 55%. And thirdly, homeowners insurance has gone up 178%. Again, Social Security benefits have only gone up 55% since the year 2000. So this data makes it really, really clear. We need this massive COLA increase. We need at least a 4.5 increase, not just this year in 2022, but for at least the next 10 years, just to bring Social Security benefits back up to where it needs to be. So for the time being, this is just a projection, but we do expect a 4.5% COLA increase for 2022. Again, we're only halfway through the year, so things could change, but don't forget to subscribe. I will keep you updated on Social Security changes, the next two stimulus packages, and daily news updates as well. And we should have a confirmation usually sometime around November on exactly what the COLA adjustment will be for 2022. And guys, with that said, thank you so much for supporting my work. I really do appreciate it. And until the next video, take care and have a great day.